Hello fellow survivors and welcome back to the channel. This week we start our journey with Frostpunk. Frostpunk is made by the creators who made this war of mine. It is a society survival game, which obviously means you run a society and you have to help your society survive. Otherwise, they kick you out of the city. We have been playing this game for a while, so we are going to go through each scenario. The first scenario will start is called A New Home. So also as well, we have to gather resources, which you'll see. We have to decide laws, shape a society, weigh up what's good choices, bad choices, develop new technologies and stuff to help us survive the cold. And we also get to explore the Frostland. They also have obviously more different modes, which we will go through on another video. Basically, like I said, we do start off at a new home. I think it basically Frostpunk is set. Let's see. I think it was set. So basically, all started from 1886. That's when the snowstorm started. So it was just before the 20th century when all this started. It has a very, I feel it has a very steampunk theme, which you'll come to see from obviously what we can construct. Like we can construct and find automatons, which you will see what they are, which they are a big help. So basically we left London to travel. So apparently we left London to travel to obviously try and find a more safe to build up a society and survive, because we could not live in obviously London anymore, because it was getting to the conditions were got worse and worse. So obviously people fled in panic. And you'll get to see what I mean as well. It's a very good game. A lot of people have heard of Frostpunk, but there's still some people out there that have not heard from it. So obviously it's a simulation game, a strategy game, and a single player game. It is obviously on console, PC, Xbox, PS4. I'm not sure if they've added it to PS5 now. So it is obviously also done by Liquid Engine, which is obviously the people that did this war of mine. And I think that's it really. So let's jump into his first Let's Play of Frostpunk. While recording first play of Frostpunk, I should say. I do apologise, you may hear my chair squeaking. So we are starting off, as you can see, we have all different scenarios. A new home is the main story. And as you can see as well, we have like set characters which are engineers. We have engineers, workers, can get children to work, which we did that as a bad idea. I have never made children work. So we've obviously, as you can see, we've got different scenarios. A new home is the main story because it starts off the game from where we've left London and headed north to try and find resources to help us survive. The orcs are like seedlings we have to protect. The refugees, I can't remember that one. The Fall of Winter Home is basically an area that that stuff happens, but I won't go into too much detail because we will obviously doing it as a series. The last autumn is before everything obviously set. It's just stuff started to happen, and then on the edge is another storyline. So a new home to prevent civilization from the chaos of its own downfall. We have fled to the end of the field. We have to adapt to survive. Who will we become in the process? So we are, like I said, we are going to do it through each. So we're going to do them all through easy, all through medium, all through hard, all through extreme. And we obviously have other modes that we can do as well. So this is just like obviously shows us when stuff is auto saving, that kind of thing. More advanced versions of buildings have better insulation and are warmer. So you'll see that as we progress, we can build better stuff to help people survive. Gather resources quicker, gather more resources. So that's obviously as all the controls of console, because obviously I do play it on Xbox. So we will let the video play.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity.
So, as you saw in that slight introduction video, I will not play it all, that basically everything just gets covered in snow blizzards. So a new home, we fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is there no one here? Did any other people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst. Now that the world, as we know, has crumbled. So, this is a little area of new home. So, fight the cold, we need to get the generator working. It provides the heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. So, we will quickly pause the game and I will go through everything. So, from left to right, we have 60 coal, 50 wood, 30 steel, and 1 steam core. Steam cores are basically what we'll need to power the more advanced equipment that we get. So below that we obviously have our speed timer. We currently pause it when we usually need to check what's going on before we start really. And obviously work time is from 8 till 8, I think, if I remember correctly. Currently we are minus 20 Celsius. I do apologise for the people that are in America because I know they go from Fahrenheit. And then on the right section we have is raw food and is cooked food. Then we have as days, so we're on day 1. So we currently have 65 people, which I shall show you. This is the city info. So as you can see, we've got outlook, hope, and discomfort. We need to try and keep the discomfort as low as we can because that's when people start to get angry and threaten to kick us out of the city. So the only issues we have is we have 80 people homeless, which we will, because we are playing on easy mode, we will be able to quickly build tents for us citizens. And then as you can see on day 5 the temperature will drop significantly to 2 levels, so it will drop to minus 40. Then we also have economy. So as you can see, we have coal piles. We have few coal piles, wood crates, steel wreckages, and we haven't got any buildings yet for food. We haven't got any medical posts yet. And then we obviously haven't got any housing. I believe there's also something else. So this is the adaption. This is basically speaker laws. So we will not need to bring a law straight in. But the first law I suggest is doing emergency shift. Because say if you want to build loads, we need to basically have housing and someone in the gathering posts by day 4 because, well, day 4, day 5, because that's when temperature drops. And this is his building menu. So the only thing we have unlocked now currently is tents. Then we have his medical posts, which can only have 5 beds. Then we've got his cookhouse where they cook the raw food and hunter's hut. Then we have his gathering post. Resource depot is basically gives us more storage space. And then obviously we have his workshop. So as you can see, we have all mostly loose piles for now. So we've got 2 wood piles, steel. All the coal are usually together, then we've got the same around. So we cannot obviously zoom out too much because we have not unlocked anything much really. So as you can see, it's like a giant crater of some kind. So we should be able to see that stuff, we will start doing stuff. We will obviously start building stuff. So we're gonna build this out to about there. But I only usually do, because we're gonna do it like what on hard mode. So we're gonna do a step by step, which obviously you'll see what happens when we build roads. So we're just gonna put people on just normal supplies for now, to obviously start gathering, so we're just going to leave 5 people free, or 5 engineers free, so they can obviously do the building. As you can see, we have only on easy mode and medium mode you only get a few supplies. On hard mode we get no supplies at all. So as like I said, as you can see, we can do our building near enough straight away. But the first thing we are gonna build is one of these, because then we can get people on, just 10 people obviously on to the gathering post. Yeah, so as you can see, wait time is 8 till 8. Now if we wanted to, we could do these, but because they're going to be gathering the steel here, we're not going to bother do that. We're going to build a road to these coal piles and do the same as we did the other side and build a resource area. So obviously we have 50 people in total. Well, we've got 80, but some of them are working, so 50 are working and the rest are obviously building. So right, the first thing we're gonna build is medical posts, because we will get sick people from doing this 24-hour shift. So first law we are going to bring into place is emergency shift, which is just basically they have 24 hours to obviously get down all these resources. So as you can see, people are obviously going off to work, and also people are trying to build as well. Well, sometimes it is not the case. People cannot always work and build at the same time. So the next thing we're going to build is a cook house. Overnight we will get them to build a hunter's hut. Then we obviously we will address that before day 5. So obviously we need engineers. Have to work in the engineers will obviously work in our medical posts and workshops, and also in his factories. So, a word of advice, the wisdom of the crowd captain. When facing demands, remember this: people usually look for the quickest solution. Basically, you don't have to listen to everything your civilization says, but in realization we need to listen to them as much as we can. But in easy mode, like as you can see, as you well know, when you play a game easily, it's a lot easier. So we should be able to build. So we can build tents just before. Hopefully they'll start building them before they go work. I always do this here because obviously once this gathering post is gone, we shall have his hunter's hut here and more. That's where his housing will mostly be. So obviously they will do a lot of building during the day, evening. So yes, we're gonna be fine for food, but we are going. Yes, it will make a few people unhappy, but we are going to sign the soup order just so we get more food, just so that we get more food from the rations, basically. So the first thing we want to research is steam hubs, because that will what will keep us tents warm when day 5 hits. So as you can see, right, we need to build a hunter's hut. Like, they still got enough food still for now, but we know that the hunter's hut's there. So what we shall do next is we shall build roads to these next gathering stations, but we will not have anyone gathering the other resources till we run out of the others. So, family torn apart. So basically this is about the convoy that we got separated from. So a woman came forward. After we built the workshop, she said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group. So basically we need to build a beacon so we can send out scouts to look for or follow survivors that travelled with us from London. But obviously from the blizzard we all got separated, and we did lose some people as well. So the next law we shall do is child shelters. If you must do, if you can't, if you obviously do, I do not suggest using child labour. I know so it's usually a bad idea using children as workers, because obviously children are more prone to get injured, and that is not a good thing for so obviously that is gone now. So obviously that is not a good idea to be using children as workers. So we just need... Right, let's build one of these ready, because we don't want to risk it. And child shelters we will put in the ring. Like, you'll see what else we'll put in the general ring. You can extend the ring's range, which we'll go through each. It's what I usually do anyway, because it's a lot easier. But obviously, generators, you got your heat zones. The generator, don't know how much the generator uses. I can't know how much coal the generator uses. So the next law we are going to bring into place is medical apprentices, because if we get to the stage where we're going to be getting a lot of sick people, it just helps the effort. Like, it puts the medical post functionality up to 100%, which is obviously a lot easier for us. So soon it is going to get cold. So the next thing we are going to build to research is the beacon. But with the beacon we need to build the beacon we need 40 wood. We have plenty of wood to do what we need to do. So the next research I'd say to do is the sawmill. Because as you can see, we've got all these loose piles of trees around the edges. So food's starting to run low. So let's send some people out. So as you can see, it is very steampunk, steampunk kind of feel, just from that. As you can see the generator and how some of the buildings are, like the workshops. It's a very good game if you like your survival strategy games. Right, so as you can see now, it is minus 40. It is minus 40, but it will get colder. Temperatures dropped. Temperatures. Actually, we do that with the gathering post there. Temperatures will drop to minus 60 and above, I believe. Right, so the next research we are going to do is faster gathering. It just means that like just gather stuff a lot quicker. So that one's done with now. It's just easier to just do that. As you can see, this we do not usually. We do not usually do this well because I've been playing on hard mode and I have yeah. So the next thing we shall do is we'll just get the cemetery ready, but we will not build it until people start obviously passing away, because there is really no point in obviously building a cemetery, because as you'll be able to see, they're just not happy because obviously we've got to give him and the colder home. So the one desirable law was the superintendent. But we have to make as rations always a thing. Is the one thing you need on Frostpunk is heat, shelter, and food. Make sure you can heal your people. Make sure you can heal your people when people do get sick. Go out and obviously help and survive and find other people that you can help, obviously, because at the end of the day, people should not be. People should obviously be not left behind like in the wilderness. So the next book of law we shall do is radical treatment. So this obviously does do a bit of discomfort and a bit of, but it does help. It does help as well, which you will soon, but you will see what we can also do later on. So we need some people. So we're gonna take just 5 people off there, and we are going to send a scout out. So the lost expedition is basically people that we lost obviously getting here because the blizzard hit. Yeah, so as you can see, these piles will be gone soon, but that's why we have obviously researched a sawmill ready. So the next thing we want to research is drawing boards, which will take apparently 6 hours. Doesn't take that long. So, a happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go any longer. Soon we begin to starve. Children and adults surrounded us, packed and ready to go. So always get your scout to bring them back. I have not obviously done it where your scout does not come back with without people. So I reckon it's not a good scenario, if obviously. So these are the people that we lost on the way here. As you can see, it'll just do a little thing on screen. So people from our convoy reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us to find our footing. As you can see, there's people cuddling, someone's holding a child, so it's very heartwarming. When obviously people come back. So we need to send the scout out again. We do not need to do emergency shifts. So this next thing we're gonna do is care home. There should be enough. We need to build is cemetery, and then we do need to build the care home next. So as you can see, we've got one person sick so far, and we need to obviously do more buildings, which we will do after we've built the care home, because the care home basically helps people that need somewhere that basically, if they can't stay in medical posts obviously forever. So let's build some more homes. We shall do 40. Let's just do 40. So that wood pile is gone now. We need to obviously get that next, which is 10 wood. So as you will be able to see as well, the scouts. So there we go. We will send the scout straight back, and then we will send him out again because we need the wood. So as you can see as well, it has everyone that's in the buildings, so obviously social classes, which was mostly me at the minute. So as you can see, so I know we've got plenty of wood, but we're gonna need it. So we're gonna send the next thing we want, right? Heating is the next. Heating is the best. So generator range we shall do next. And we also need to reach to coal because well, we've got enough coal for now, but we're still gonna need to research more coal next, because obviously so the next law we are going to do, well, we've got enough rations, is extra rations for the sick. So this should help that. So the next thing we are going to research is bunk houses. Let's get them as people into warm housing, because we've obviously the houses are warm enough now, but when the temperatures start getting below minus 60 and 70, we want to, like I said, we want to keep his discomfort as low as we can. So let's just look at this. So we've only got 6 people that are sick, but 5 are being treated. So what we are going to do is we're going to make create another medical post just to be on the safe side. We do not necessarily need it, but we have it there. So there we go. Automatically reduced to 1 sick person. So now we need more houses. Well, tents. And the more people we get, it is a lot easier because the more workers we've got, the more resources we can gather. As you can see, we have got 2 sawmills going. We do not need any more than 2 sawmills going at the minute because, as you can see, we are doing very well for ourselves. So, we have not got enough steel to do. Oh no, I should have waited. We have not got enough steel to do what we need to do. I should have waited. Oops. It's fine, we can take a bit of discomfort. So, it's coal power is depleted now, but we have got enough coal to last. So the next thing we are going to research is coal thumping. It means we will obviously have to use gathering posts to obviously after the gathering post we will do the oh thank god, sometimes we get killed by the bears. Right, so the next one we want to do is, let's do prosthetics. So basically you just mean that people don't have to feel like they're a burden anymore. They can obviously start using prosthetics and help the community. And it's just like peace of mind, I'd say. Like, the next thing we want to research is steelworks, because we're going to need steelworks. So we are obviously going to only need 1 gathering post, because the gathering post will obviously gather as loose coal. We're still doing 5 for coal anyway. You will have 3 days to provide 140 standard. We could not do that, so we'll just have to not do, we could not feed 150 people in 2 days. Well, more now, because we just want to obviously people come in. Right, so this, I usually only do 1 of each to start off with, because there's no point in us having more than obviously 1. Oh, we don't need more than 1 each, because we can upgrade stuff. So let's send a scout out again. Right, so the next thing we want to research is better hunters gear. It just means they've got better chance of hunting more, bringing more food back when they go out hunting, but obviously we'll be ready for the hunters for the next day. So as you can see, it's going to go to -40 again, and then it will obviously shoot up again. So we will go to about day 20, and then yeah, because I'm sure people will not just want me to play this all the way through. So Yeah, so -40 does make them cold, but they don't get frostbite. If we do a not warm line of time, we get a -50 or -60, then that is the point where we need to worry about people getting frostbite. So as you can see, we are getting this coal up, but we will not be we will obviously not be obviously getting more, because we don't want to like upgrade his houses, because we've got like it's 10 wood each, 10 steel each. We have not got enough steel at the moment, so sadly people will just have to live in tents still for now. And obviously when we've got enough steel, if we wanted to, we will actually build. While we've got we shall build another steel works, because as you can see, it's a lot easier to get a town established and surviving in easy mode. So obviously it's gonna happen where we will have days where the generators go down, but that will not happen all the time till you see obviously what we will get soon. So we have an automaton, which seems that it left went home for some reason. So we stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it, even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It should be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble. We are not going to we are not obviously going to dismantle it, because it will come in handy. It will help. Basically, it just helps. So when it is obviously getting to the very, very cold temperatures, it will help. Obviously, with it will help with people obviously getting. Automatons don't. All automatons is basically a place to refuel, which will either use the steam hubs or the generator. That's all automatons need. They don't need heat, they just need a place to refuel and to work, basically. So that's like one reason why it is good to have the automaton. So the next thing we want to get is we're going to do drafting machines, which is stage 3 of the tree. And you will see why we want to do that, because this will obviously be the point where we can build factories, and you'll see what else we can build as well. We do obviously start unlocking better stuff for hunting, that kind of thing. So the generator's down again, but that's totally fine, because we are not like, yes, people are sick, but people will be sick due to, I assume, to the cold, because where they're working, which that is another thing. We do need to research heaters ready for when just obviously a lot colder. So as you can see, people are getting out straight away. So the next thing we want to get, so we can either go with Outpost depot or factory, or as you can see, we've got all these. So we want that next for coal, and then possibly a wall drill once we have obviously gathered up all the trees And then, as you can see, we have all these regarding heating. But the first thing we're going to do is heaters, because we haven't done heaters yet. So the next option as well is the automaton should get here soon. So the next law we shall do is extended shifts. All we are going to put the extended shifts people on is coal for now, because as you can see, we should be able to upgrade all our house. We should be able to upgrade all the house, all the bunk house, all the tents to bunk houses. So there you go. We would not be able to do this on hard mode, by the way. It would take a very long while. So, this is the automaton. As you can see, this is why this game is very steampunk themed. Because, look at the automatons. Yes, it looks like something similar out to War of the Worlds, but that is not the case. So, we are going to sit the automaton in there for now. Well, actually, I know what we will do. We shall. How much coal have we got? Right. We shall actually put the automaton on here, because then we know. Obviously, the generator's going to go down anyway until the automaton starts to gather coal. So, like I said, as you see, the automaton is good for, you can stick them on anything you've got, apart from if you want to use them for food, for your hot houses and stuff, you have to obviously unlock certain ones. So, you know what we're going to research next? The coal mining, because basically if we have the coal miner, we do not need to have the gathering post. So we are not going to bother doing any more laws from this one now, because soon we should get something. Soon something should happen. So soon people from people will obviously turn up from winter home. So what we're going to do is dismantle that, obviously wait for the automaton to gather the rest of the coal. Right, so the next thing we want to do is basically we get more coal for mining. So as you can see, we just got one sick person at the minute, and we do obviously need to build we need to get a few more things in place. So, this is basically winter home is gone. So obviously something's happened at winter home. So as you can see, winter home is dead. Everyone's dead. But like I said, we will obviously not be going really in to the story until we do the winter home scenario. Then you'll be able to see sadly what happened at winter home, because I don't want to spoil it. But obviously people that have not played the game, or obviously wish to play the game themselves. So we will not be into too much detail. So we need to get the some coal mines built ASAP. So Londoners, are basically people that want to leave a city. That's basically all it is. Which you can obviously understand why. Because they are obviously aren't happy with the situation and what has obviously gone on. So we need to build some things, but we're not going to build tents. We're going to build bunk houses. Right, so there is achievement. There is achievement where you can basically don't build a tent, don't build houses or bunk houses in a playthrough, but we are obviously not doing that. So that has gone. Automaton's gonna go on that coal pile, and we will build another coal pile for people to start working on as well at some point, but obviously we have not got enough we have not got enough steel cores. So the next thing we are going to research is healthcare insulation, because then when it does start at the point where it does start freezing, gets below that temperature, below than what it is now, we know that it'll obviously have the insulation. So it's natural to obviously run out of coal. This thing really, like, it's gonna happen. We're gonna run out of coal. So we're gonna do the hothouse next. But we should not run out next time, because obviously the automaton's constantly on there. So the next floor we are going to do is evening prayers. Evening prayers is, yes, we do have to use 20 rations, which we haven't got anyway. So I know what we're gonna have to do just to make sure we've got enough coal. We're gonna have to build one of these. Because I've got a feeling if we are not careful, we are not going to be able to keep up with the coal demand, as you can see. Because we have got heaters running, and we have also got us steam hubs running on a 24-hour cycle. So I'd hate to put people in on a long shift, but we need to. So we can still obviously go to Winterhome. So the next thing I want to research is resource depot upgrade, and then we will do as Outpost 1 next. That's what I'm thinking. Get some more. We've got plenty of people to obviously have people making rations and everything, so we don't have to worry obviously now about putting heaters on for these, only when it does get below obviously the Pacific temperature. So we may obviously run over the 20 days, so let's carry on for a bit. So, as you can see, basically It does not say. Obviously, the streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. I do apologise if I'm saying it wrong. The City Chronicle describes the shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry. God forgive us. We're eating our dead. There's no hope. Site discovered freshwater springs, American camp. So it is pretty sad, to be fair. Obviously what they had to do, but you have to do anything you can survive on this game. Trust me, I've been there and it's horrible. So the next thing we want to research is outposts. Because if we set up an outpost, we will obviously have an constant income of resources. So we obviously need to build shrines. We need 3 shrines, I believe. One there and one there. We have obviously still got some sick people, but it's totally fine. We're okay. We can manage this. So it's just that we need to feed us hungry, but obviously a lot of people will not eat till they finish work. If they're working, they can obviously not eat. So that pile is gone. Right, let's see if we can build an outpost. We can, right. Let's get people out there, shall we? Right. The next law is let's go ahead with the factory. Let's do it. Let's go ahead with the factory. Then we can start building automatons, and people will not have to work. We will have us automatons working on the steel and on the coal, and that's what we need, because when it does get colder, as you will see, it is going to go to -60 soon. It gives our people it's just to help people will not get sick as much, because they will not have to obviously be working in those temperatures. Right, so the next thing we want to do is let's do some field kitchens, so we can make sure everyone's getting fed then. You know where we're going to put them? We are going to put them near, well, how many do we need to build? 2. We are going to put them near these, because field kitchens give us heat. So that's what we need right now. So the outpost is built. Let's send them out to gather wood. Let's do it. We can do it. Look at his resources. Now we can get rid of this, and we can change it to what the automaton is on. We get constant coal from these veins. That's what we need. Yes, we are in a pretty good position, but we won't be for long. Trust me, stuff can change. So we're gonna put the factory right there. The next thing we want to research. Let's go ahead and research flying hunters. Then we'll research the infirmary, because then we will have enough space. So we need just 3 automatons now. Then they can go on these the new stations which we will have built. Look at that coal. That's what we need. 900 coal. So, as you can see this, we will get a shipment of wood now. So, we may necessarily not have to research the wall drill, but we will anyway. Another act of vandalism. We're always going to have vandalism because it's Londoners being the Londoners. So, who provides slightly, discomfort will fall slightly. Right, we're going to establish the Faith Keepers. This next law, we will establish the Faith Keepers. The Faith Keepers will help to keep it in order like with the on the other one we could have used. So as you can see, we have there's automatons already. One's ready. So you know what we're gonna build next? Well, actually, no, we've gotta wait. So the next thing we are going to research. Well, we gotta wait for 20 steel. The next thing we are going to research is the infirmary. Yeah, so we're just gonna obviously when that comes. So you know what that means? People won't have. People aren't gonna have to work. Right, so let's send a scout back. Right, Faith Keepers. So obviously, whatever you choose, you can obviously go down there. What's your route if you wish? Faith and like spiritual faith in what's your route? So this is basically just so they've got something to believe in, basically. So you know. As you can see, just have like people walking around. Waste of time. So we are not gonna start punishing anyone right now. So we need to try and get these Londoners down. Because, so as you can see, it's only gone down by one. We need to get these the Londoners down because we need. Right, let's build this other cult. Let's build this other. I just got one. Did they come back? Seriously? Sure we are. We're just gonna have to carry on getting. We're just gonna have to get coal the other way. We're gonna have to get. What the coal thingy bag? Let's do that for now. So we've got another. Have we got another automaton, or is that just the one? Oh no, we just got one. Just like that's just. We should have another one. I think they're still working on the last one. To be fair. Yep. So the other one will go on the other. See, we need steam cores. got enough. Yay! We're doing okay. Yes, London is still at 65, but that's fine. So what we're gonna have to do, because we can't get a whatsuit right now, we're gonna have to build another medical post. Oh, faith has failed. Yay! At least more sick people. Whoop whoop! These are supposed to have their own insulation. I'm sorry people are getting frostbite. I can't help it. I'm sorry. How are these doing? Yeah, they're okay.
Hear me. New law in the city.
You know, in the city. Sorry, I go Vader. Yay. Still need more of these and a bloody research. Let's look at Cookhouse insulation. Fight! I just thought we don't need that for your kitchen there anymore. Got automatons. Are they gonna fail again? That's the question. Right, we need to get the steam core back. I don't really like using that law. What am I gonna have to do? Right. We need swamp prosthetic, I believe. Get another automaton. Actually, we won't, because that's where the steam cores have gone. Yeah. To do automatons. That's where the steam core went. Oh, I did not even realize. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll go to day 8B. Because I want to research the wall drill. Steam core needed. Search here. Okay, you can have it. For good cause. Gotta keep the people happy. Right, we need public penance law.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
We never actually used that one yet. Oh, it's gone down to 63. We've still got 6 days. What we're gonna do?
There's plenty to do.
Let's give him a steam core. What already know? Oh no, it's keep this kitchen. Right. Generator efficiency upgrade. That means it will not use as much coal. This is what we need. What was that? I didn't even make note. I'm sorry, mate, but you're gonna have to wait. We'll research figure what it's. We do not need to see that. People getting punished. We do not need to be seen that. I do apologise. Oh, steel's full, that's why. We're gonna build another. Let's build another station. Because we need him to get doing the research like really quick now. To be fair.
Move. Time to get to work.
No, the generator's down. Okay. 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 So, a group of preachers is here to talk to you about public penance law you signed. They think it goes too far. We will agree that. I suppose we'll agree with them. Right. That's what we need. See, I don't want to do that. Let's do the temple. I don't want to do that.
New law has passed.
Faith keepers thingy of the truth. Keepers of the truth. I don't want to do that. I know what I'm gonna do actually. Put the engineer on there. There's automaton on there. Because people are just taking too long to gather the coal, and we do not need this. We need the coal constantly. The money. Because it's gonna get dropped to minus 60 again. Londoners is going lower. This is what we need.
Wrap up well. Frost is here. Move. Time to get to work.
Actually, we didn't need to do all of that because I got no one sick, so we need another large one for steel as well.
Works out today.
Let's waste some resources. Have we even got? We haven't got any more wood piles, have we? No. We still need people gathering wood because we need to. Right, can we fuel now? Go! We fuel! Yeah, we've got sick people, but it's fine. It's going warm again soon. Right. Now. Do the fighting, I mean.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
As you can see, we got no one sick again.
Work time. Get back to work.
How many people? Oh my. One, two, three. Four, five, six. Let's. Do six in the safe. 60 in the safe zone. I know we get more, but if we get more people, we're gonna need more. Number of lodges will fall. Zero minus borders along. Just wondered. The number of Londoners will fall. Hope will fall. You know what? Let's do it. We can bank some bad luck. It's fine. Coal's getting low again.
Finish your engines.
We could really do with Right, I know what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to build another one of these because they're just not we're just not getting enough coal to keep up with the demand at the minute. sorry that people are getting sick. Just thought when people we wasn't able to get the infirmary, was we? Too many issue. So, some of the pictures are just so long, but you can't help to just like accidentally giggle.
Listen, everyone. New law.
Where you just see like people getting pulled away, pulled away. What's your new friends? We've been able to do most of them. We've been able to do most of them. I'm in a public house.
Works out today.
It's only because we're changing houses, that's all it is. Changing to houses. Yeah, because it takes 25 steel to. Oh my god! We've only got like 6 Londoners. We might actually be able to do it.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
No, why am I doing that? Why are people still sick, man? Traveling. Yeah, that's the only issue because we haven't got the infirmary. Oh, I know why people are
Workday ends. It's off time.
still getting sick. Right, I need to research that. Because there's people working here and it's cold. That's why. Let's do moonshine because it means we won't be too bothered about eating soup then.
A new law has passed.
Look, it's hardly any snow left. We are united again. Oh, we got a rare achievement. Didn't let anyone leave for London in the new home. Hey! Nice.
Work time. Get back to work.
I think we just literally just got to keep surviving now. Nice. That we like got the beverage. What do you research. Wall drill, because we're gonna need a wall drill or something. Everyone's fed though. That's what I don't get. We only got what, one sick person, that's it.
Finish your labors, people. The workday is up.
Yay! We could build a wall drill. Build an infirmary. That one, so you haven't got all houses. That's what it would be. Something. I need to go to my scout. Right. You can hurry up and build. Yeah, I'm gonna get the infirmary because it'll come in handy.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
That's not my fault that just happened. Then it went cold. Gonna run out of coal again. It's fine though.
Work time. Get moving.
That's what annoys me. They've all got, obviously, they've all got inbuilt heating, apart from obviously the gathering posts and stuff. Alright, let's... Let's do that one.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Right, I think this is a quick way to heat all the workplaces, by the way. All of them don't need doing because just done them all, and yet it says we haven't done them all. Is it because of that actually cold? Your automatons don't need heat though. What I don't get. Stuff. Hot house has got one, I think. No, the hot house hasn't got one. doesn't make sense. But they're building stuff, aren't they? So hopefully that'll sort that out, get that out of the way. And then it just means they're using more coal.
Your work shift starts.
Need more steam cores, literally. Any more houses? What day are we on? Right, guys, we're gonna leave it there and we shall continue in another episode. Hopefully, we will. We should, fingers crossed, make it through. Thank you again, guys, for constantly supporting the channel in whichever way you can. And I'll catch you fellow survivors again. See you soon.